jelly? Or
yes, there's jelly and a trifle. There's a lovely centrepiece on the table with a pineapple on the top and fruit all the way around it. And wine glasses that got red wine in. Tiny, weeny ones.
Where do you acquire these things?
You want it, don't you?
Yeah.
And would you call yourself the king? The king of the house?
I dress up my thumb as the king. And play the national anthem on a CD player while the thumb comes in. Do you decorate the house for Christmas?
Well, no, it's sort of...
David is genuinely loving this. He wants to do it.
Yeah.
It is finished now. It's done, but my grandchildren love it, and I undo the front and lift them up and show them the rooms, and then...
They say they love it. I can see them in the car on the way to the house. Do we have to look at Grandpa's special house again?
You call yourself... You have no artistic temperament. This is wonderful. This is the world in miniature. It can be perfected without all the horrors that you love.
We know what we're getting him for Christmas now.
What sort of house is it?
It's Georgian, and it's on 4 floors.
Has it got attic rooms for, like... No, yes. This is brilliant. This is so brilliant. This is definitely true, and I want one.
I don't think I've ever seen you this excited, and it's a little disturbing. Now then, what's it going to be? Mike, is this true?
Well, at the beginning, I thought it was ludicrous, but he's drawn me in.
I feel the love, and I think it's fantastic, and I think it's true.
All right, then, so you're going to say...
We're going to say true.
It's true.
And we're rooting for it.
All right. Alan, there's a lot riding on this. Was that true or was that a lie?
Oh, sorry. It's true.
And we can see a picture of it. Look at that.
Blimey. Hang on, how do we know that's not just his house?
And let's see another room. Oh,
that's the kitchen.
I love the lighting. It's very atmospheric. Are you all right, David? Look at his little face.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a stag's head on the wall.
Yes.
You see, that's a perfect outlet for wanting to have a stag's head. You haven't had to kill a stag.
No, but what he's done is kill a mouse and got some twiglets.
What a wonderful reveal. It was true. Well done. Very impressive. Judy, you're next.
Right. An ex-boyfriend once dumped me after he found the list of pros and cons I'd made about him.
Oh, my gosh.
Please, team.
How long had you been seeing this guy for?
I'd been seeing him for about 6 months.
And how did you meet him?
I met him at Carnival.
Right.
Anything in Carnival just seems really excitable and nice.
Yeah.
And then when the sun's not shining and the Calypso stops playing, you realise, OK, this is not as nice as I thought it was.
So a 6-month relationship that was good for one day?
Yeah.
Let's start with the positives. What was the pros about this guy?
The pros was he was always on time.
Wow. I'll tell you what, there's a guy to your right you're going to like.
He was a good dancer and he drove.
I don't know, is he still single? Because he sounds great.
What about the cons?
Commitment seemed to be an issue. When I was going through conversations of, you know, exes, it was always very short term.
So he was good at getting there on time, but he didn't want to stay?
This is what I'm saying.
Did you say in your statement that he found this list?
Yeah.
So talk us through that. Well, I mean, you could act it out. Just imagine, David, use your lovely acting skills.
Yes.
And you had bad credit as well.
Bad credit, but I can drive.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine this. What is this list?
Firstly, your credit is bad, OK?
I've had some money troubles, but at least I can dance and drive.
Being able to dance and drive is not going to help for a longer relationship because you can't commit to anything. So you're going to wind up on me for 2 weeks and then wind up on somebody else. And
this is great. This is like a mashup of EastEnders and Antiques Roadshow.
Sometimes the truth is what you need. And I tried to make subtle hints to you.
This is a subtle hint. This list of pros and cons.
It was a subtle hint.
See attached sheet.
It was a subtle...
I'll tell you what I have to say now is I'm on David's side in this argument. Come on, David, get your bags. You're coming with me.
Caroline, what are you thinking?
No, I don't think it's true.
You don't think it's true?
John?
Yeah, I think it is.
You think it is? Who do I trust most of these two people? Sell it to me, John.
I'm a terrible judge of character, I've got to say.
I won't lie, I was expecting a bit more positivity in that argument. I'm going to go with Caroline.
All right, Judy, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was the lie.
Very well. It's Giles.
Every morning, to aid my diction, I stand in front of the bathroom mirror and say my special phrase.
Oh.
Please, T.
Well, I can't think of what to ask.
What was the special phrase?
Good one. What was the special phrase?
Hip bath, lavatory, lavatory, bidet, bidet, douche. The reason for it is this. Clarity is key. When it comes to clarity, if you want to be clear, get the consonants right. If you want volume, you need to get the vowels right.
OK.
And this lovely phrase gives you an opportunity to use your vowels and your consonants. I used to do a slight inclination of the cranium. It's as adequate as a spasmodic movement of one optic to an equine quadruped utterly devoid of any visionary capacity. And then I realised that...
I think I'm having another stroke.
Well, you could say a nod's as good as a wink to a blind horse. So it's to aid my diction.
I want to do it with you. Can you walk me through it?
Yeah. Hip bath, hip bath.
Hip bath, hip bath.
No, TH at the end. Bath.
Oh, bath. Hip bath.
Beautiful.
This is as if Lin-Manuel Miranda had reworked My Fair Lady.
We could do this together on YouTube.
For real, if we done a YouTube video, me teaching you some slang and you teaching me some of these nice posh words, it would be amazing.
Carry on with it, Giles.
Hip bath, lavatory, lavatory.
Hip bath, lavatory, lavatory.
Bidet, bidet.
Bidet, bidet.
Douche, douche. I wouldn't mind learning some of his lingo.
What do I teach you?
Philly, if I were to meet a young woman and I wanted to say something rather flattering to her, what's the kind of lingo you'd advise me to use?
Like the street language, you'd say leng or peng.
Leg or peg?
Leng. So L-E-N-G. So I can go, rah, she's leng.
She's leng. Yeah. She's leng.
What do you think, Sarah?
About what? I think it's probably true, because he has got very good diction and there must be a reason
He's got lovely
for that.
diction.
I think we all feel the same. I'm going to say he's telling the truth.
I think it's the truth.
It's got to be the truth.
They all think it's the truth. Giles, were you telling the truth
way.
or was it in fact a lie?
It was true.
Yeah.
Bob, you're next.
On a dark winter's night, I once broke into the garden of the local witch's house and was shocked by what I found there.
David, Steve.
OK, at what point...
There's a lot of questions, isn't there?
At what point in your life did this happen?
I'm going to guess somewhere between when I was 11 and 13.
12?
I'm going to say 12.
And you say the local witch's house. What do you mean by that?
I mean, this is a very distant memory now.
OK.
It was the house, not very far from me, where all the kids said that the witch lived.
And who did live there?
I don't know their name.
Right.
I'll call them Mary Candles. It had hedges at the front, you know, it's like uncut hedges, a front gate covered with hedging, and it said on the front gate, it said simply the words, "No thanks."
No, really?
So that's quite creepy, isn't it?
Can I ask you a question? You started that with saying you were shocked by what you saw there.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, shocked by what I found there.
So what did you find there?
I'm not comfortable with telling you that just yet. Sorry, I'm not.
This is going so far, it's got to be a lie, isn't it?
Let me just say, it does not have to be a lie. Whatever he says, however absurd, it could still be true.
I have
However plausible, it could still be a lie. It's just, essentially, what we are doing for this section is entirely futile. We will talk for a bit, then we will guess, then it will be over.
So how did you come to go into this house? Who were you with?
I was with, what's he called? I was with Ken Numbers. I changed it, yeah. Ronnie Calculator's son. The vibe is, it's very unkempt, it's the gardening, because as we all know, Lee, witches hate gardening, wizards hate plumbing. Right? So we knew it was a female residence.
Right. So you've never seen Mary Candles, but you were only speculating it must be a witch rather than a wizard because it was an unkempt garden with no sign of deficient plumbing.
Exactly. You know, we wanted to be the first people who said, no, we penetrated, you know, its boundaries.
Yeah.
We went into the front lawn, down a gate to the side, past the bins, past the back door, and then to the window where there was a light on, a big picture window, looked inside, and that's when we saw this extraordinary sight. Well, extraordinary to us as 12-year-olds.
What was it? You've got to say.
It was a tiny, tiny horse. And I'm not saying it was watching television, that was all that was in the room, was a tiny horse and a television on. I did get in the house.
You got in the house?
Yes, Mrs. Candles came out.
Right.
Yes, and she said to me, you're one of the Mortimer boys, aren't you?
Were you?
Yeah. So Ken said. And she said, would you like to come in and see the horse? And she took us in, and it stank of paraffin. It was hot.
That's horse?
Hot. No, well, the house...
I thought about the horse stunk of paraffin.
The horse did stink, actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
Of?
Meat, hot meat. As we were looking at the horse, I always remember this, she came in, and she had a toilet seat in her hand. And she said, if I gave you some money, do you think you could get rid of this for me?
What did you do with it?
Just threw it on our way home, just threw it somewhere else, I imagine.
Did she say what the horse's name was?
Max.
Max?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd have thought minimum.
All right, well, now, Suggs, what are you thinking about this?
I mean, you know, it's so preposterous, but David's flung me by saying this is the way he carries on anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same.
I mean, but no, I'm saying lie, of course.
You say it's a lie.
It was when you said the horse smelt like hot meat.
Well, do you remember the detail of the paraffin heaters?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We're talking 40, maybe 50 degrees there with those old...
40 or 50 degrees centigrade. So we're talking like the temperature of the desert in Saudi Arabia.
Did you ever see Mary Candles again?
No, never.
Never saw her again?
Never saw her again.
She probably melted in that heat.
All right, what are you going to say then, David?
Do we think lie?
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
I think it is a lie.
All right, they're saying it's a lie. Now, we should bear in mind that when it comes to Bob, David has a very poor track record. Let's see if he can be better tonight. Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
Well, that's all we've time for on this special edition of Would I Lie to You? Thanks very much for watching. Good night.